Cappadocia, located in the rugged plateau north of the Taurus Mountains in Central Anatolian region of Türkiye, is most famous for its distinctive fairy chimneys. This is Cappadocia. The fantastical topography is matched with over 6,000 years of human history. Throughout history, humans have used the soft yellow stone here to build shelter. This has caused the countryside to be scattered with this fascinating cave architecture. The most important feature of the Cappadocia region are the fairy chimneys. These fairy chimneys were created by millions of years of wind and rainwater erosion. There are hundreds of tufts in the valley, and these tufts were formed because of ancient volcanic eruptions. And I do mean ancient because they are no longer active. Over time, erosion has created these beautiful fairy chimneys. Cappadocia has been a permanent settlement since the Paleolithic times and has witnessed the Anatolian culture in this magnificent geography. If you really want to top it off, make sure that you spend the night in one of the cave hotels because it is definitely something that's worth an experience all on its own. Cappadocia is known as the land of horses, and it definitely lives up to its name. You can see horses running wild through this beautiful valley at any moment. Horses were bred here during the Roman times for the chariot racing and during the Ottoman times for the cavalries. Horses have always been at the backbone of the Cappadocian economy. Horseback riding is one of the favorite activities to do when you're in Cappadocia. The Göreme Open Air Museum is the crown jewel of Cappadocian history. This is the home of some of the oldest churches in the world. The entire complex itself was placed on the UNESCO Heritage List in 1985, and if you're visiting Cappadocia, it is definitely a must-see. Let's go. The complex has 15 churches and 11 refectories. These were all built in the 11th century. The Dark Church is the most famous within this complex. This church is famous because of the frescoes of the New Testament that are on its ceilings. These are the best preserved frescoes inside of this entire region. The church itself was a pigeonhole until 1950, and after 14 years of renovation, discoveries were made of these beautiful frescoes. The reason that they were so well preserved was because of the pigeons. This is one of the best examples of Byzantine art in all of antiquity. Avanos is a region of Cappadocia which is very famous for its pottery. And pottery has always been part of the history of this region, the culture of this region, and it's a huge part of the heritage of this region. The Hittites were the first to be making pottery, and they were using a coiling method. It wasn't a kick wheel like this. When the Hittites met the Middle Eastern Assyrians, they learned how to use this kick wheel, which pretty much is the same kick wheel that's still used today in pottery making. Over time, the ceramic making and the pottery making in this area became so famous, and it became a huge part of the trade. And with this trade, of course, developed the most important part of the ceramic making, which were the wine jugs. And since the wine jugs were being made here, wine also became a major trade point in this area. Today, both of these cultural heritages are still being made in this region. So please, when you're here, get your hands dirty and have a little fun. Almost every region of Anatolia has carpets with particular adornments and colors specific to themselves. The history of the Turkish carpets dates back to the nomadic roots of the Turks in Central Asia. Carpets were used both for their functionality and decoration due to the need to adapt to constant moving of nomadic tribes. The weaving method particular to Turkish carpets is a double knotted weaving style which makes the carpet stronger and more enduring. The beautiful colors and motifs coupled with their durability have made Turkish carpets world famous for hundreds of years. Cappadocia is home to some of the largest carpet workshops in Türkiye. In Cappadocia, one of the most magical things to do is take a balloon ride. Lifting off amongst all of these balloons in this unbelievable environment is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Don't miss it. It's breathtaking, really. Although Cappadocia is famous for its balloon rides and fairy chimneys, it's also a mecca of Christian heritage. Whether above or below the ground, whether you're looking for adventure or relaxation, whether you're interested in history or the rich culture of Anatolia, Cappadocia has a color for everyone.